Hi you guys, welcome to my channel, bienvenidos. So in today's video, I am doing, first of all, I'm doing a makeup look, and second of all, I am doing a full coverage, like cinnamon, blush toned, kind of dewy, fall inspired foundation routine. I know I haven't done, I don't think I've done a full foundation routine in a while, and I kind of figured since the seasons are starting to change, like the weather within this next, I think, week or so is going to drop drastically here in like California. Around this time, my skin does kind of change up a little bit. I'm noticing that there are some changes in my skin recently. I've been getting like flaky kind of eczema in certain areas. So I just wanted to show you kind of like an updated drugstore, actually I didn't even say that, a full drugstore fall foundation routine. And today's video is actually sponsored by NYX Professional Makeup, also known as NYX Cosmetics. I'm going to be showcasing their matte finish setting spray, which is a great dupe for a lot of like higher end luxury setting sprays out there. So I'm going to show you in this video how I incorporate this in my fall drugstore foundation routine. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my brows are already on, obviously, because it's a foundation routine. And I am first going to prime. So to prime, I'm using the NYX Cosmetics Angel Veil. I've showed you guys this primer before. This one is mainly just to kind of smooth out pores. It's not necessarily like mattifying or dewy, but it does kind of smooth out your skin a little bit and make it flawless before even putting on foundation. So I'm just putting this kind of on my cheek area. My larger pores tend to be around here. That's kind of like one of my problem areas, so I just kind of tap it there. I pretty much put it all over the place. For foundation, I'm kind of in between two. I have two that I love. I have both the L'Oreal Infallible and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. These are both really good drugstore foundations. Since my skin does tend to get a little bit more combination and drier in certain areas recently, so I think I'm going to stick to the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, just because this one's super lightweight and it is a little bit more on the dewy side. I think I want to do shade 465 and we'll see how that looks, and if anything I'll apply a little bit more of the 495. This foundation is just really nice when you want coverage and hydration all in one. And it lasts a pretty long time throughout the day too. It pretty much lasts you all day long. One of the tips that I kind of always give when it comes to my foundation routine is to make sure to work kind of slowly and build your way up if you're looking for coverage that looks a little bit more like skin. Because I find that when I go in with a bunch of product at one time, it just doesn't look as flawless, as even and not streaky. And it just kind of tends to get a little bit more on the cakier side. So I like to just work section by section and really blend it in. And if I need more coverage, then I can go in with like a second layer. But this one's usually pretty good as far as coverage goes. And then from here, we'll jump into concealer. So I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This one helps with like dark circles. And this one is in the shade Sand. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. And this gives nice coverage, really nice coverage. This is definitely something I would use for more of a full coverage glam. And I am going to actually do cream bronzer, which I probably should have done before this, but it's okay. I am going to use this Black Opal Color Perfect foundation stick in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and I'm just going to apply this mainly on my forehead. And then I'm taking a brush and putting some on the kind of like apples of my cheek to add dimension, add a little bit of color, because I definitely need some right now. The light, the window is in the way. I'm like, should I just open it? If I open it, the sun's gonna be all on my face. Even though my skin does kind of get a little bit more combination during this time of the year, I do still want to set my makeup, because if I don't set my makeup, it is going to end up all over the place. So I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is such a good powder, and I've been using this powder forever. So it's good for setting your whole face or even just for your under eyes. This one today I'll do my T-zone, but usually this one is fine even just underneath my eyes. Cute. Okay, my base is done. You can already see like it looks flawless. I don't look like I have too much makeup on, but my skin still looks nice and full coverage, a little bit of color going on the skin, not too just like flat and one-dimensional. So from here, I've already used this, and this. We can jump into actually bronzing up the skin with a powder. You can skip this step if you like the appearance, you know, just like this, but if you want to add a little bit more of that cinnamon spice to your look, you can definitely add a powder on top. Where is my bronzer? For that, I'm actually using a face setting powder in a deeper shade, and I absolutely love the tone of this. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage powder foundation. So this is going to add a bit of coverage also without being too matte, and adding a bit of color and bronziness to the skin because it is a powder foundation. So the color in this one is 355 Coconut, and look at the color. It is such a pretty warm tone bronzy shade, and it kind of has a little bit of more of an olive hint to it, which I'm kind of into right now. So I'm just going to take like a fluffier brush for this. And this is pigmented because it's a powder foundation, so just keep that in mind. And I'm just using that to dust over where I put my cream. You can never have too much bronzer. All right, so bronzer, I think we're good there. Skin's looking good. And I think today I am going to skip out on, should I skip on highlight or should we get into this highlight? What the heck, we'll get into highlight. I'll just use a little bit of my Master Chrome. And I'm doing this before my blush, by the way, so it can blend a little bit better. And then for blush, we're using the Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond. Oh my gosh, this blush I've been on for the past, like, I want to say 2 weeks, and it's so good. It's like a burnt orange cinnamon type of blush, and it has this iridescent layer to it that kind of makes it the slightest bit, it's not even shimmer, it's just such a pretty finish. So yeah, this is, like I said, Toasted Almond, and I like to use this with a fluffier blush brush because this is pigmented. When I say pigmented, I'm not kidding. You barely want to even tap in there because a little bit goes a very long way. And I'm just using that right on the cheekbones. You see that? So pretty. And it blends your highlighter with your bronzer, and everything just kind of meshes together. Before I set all of this in place, I am going to just add my lip color. Why not? We're already here. This is the Lingerie Push Up Long Lasting Lipstick in the shade Bedtime Flirt. The last time that I wore this, I got a lot of compliments from you guys, and you guys really liked it. It does have a sharpener at the end, by the way. It's just like a really plush pink. And then to set my face, I'm using the #1 setting spray in America. Yes, you heard it here. #1 setting spray, and it's the NYX Professional Makeup, NYX Cosmetics Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. This is such a great dupe for a lot of like higher end, more luxury setting sprays out there. If you're like me and you have oily or oily combination skin and you use more hydrating products, but you still want your makeup to look flawless, a little bit matte, and to last you all day long, this is a really great option to lock it in and set all of your makeup in place. So I am gonna use this. They do have different sizes, by the way. I have the nice hefty size right here, but they also have this one, which this is the 2.03 fluid ounce one. I used to have this in my makeup kit when I used to freelance, which is funny. And then they have this really tiny travel version, but like I said, today I'm using the bigger one. Just gonna hold my hair back. Really make sure my hair is behind this. And that's it. So you can see my skin looks like, it kind of looks like I'm blushing. Obviously I have blush, but I have full coverage. I have some bronziness to the skin. I'm glowing. I have a little bit of blush going on, but my skin feels like it's still hydrated. It doesn't feel tight or like I have a bunch of makeup on, but it also feels like it's locked in and it's gonna last me all day long, which is really nice. So let me fix this hair and I'll come back to give you guys the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know some of you missed more of the makeup focused videos, but there you go, my current drugstore fall foundation routine. All of the products that I have right here, I have a big mess, but all of the products, of course, I will link down below in the description box. And a huge shout out to NYX Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. I thoroughly enjoy their matte setting spray. I've used it before, and I've used it on clients even before when I was a freelance makeup artist. So I hope you guys try it out, enjoy it. Links will be below. Thank you all so much for watching and spending a part of your day with me. I love you all, les quiero mucho, and I'll see you all in my next video.